Hi, Chess Kane here. I wanted to show you my latest project. Just came off the truck, minus 18 degrees. We had to push it off because it couldn't start. This came from East Texas, delivered up here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. But it's a 65 Corvair Corsa, and it came factory according to the Fisher body tag with a turbo. It was a 180 turbo, and the body is in okay condition. It's been through a lot. The front end is pretty much perfect, but someone did replace the floor pans around the master cylinder. Though it's got that rust from the leaking brake fluid, and then down underneath the typical windshield rust where the moisture gets in there. So that all has to be addressed under the dash there. But some of the neat things, this car really stands out. It's totally optioned. I got an excellent deal on it, so it's definitely a move forward project. But yeah, it did get the factory, and I haven't washed it. This is the first video, so it still has the road grime. That's probably salt stuff. In fact, you can see right here. Look at that. But yeah, it's even got some suspension issues, some little strut rods that connect to the transmission. The bolts are missing on one of them, and the U-joint bolts, kind of scary. But anyway, take a look at this. Yeah, tinted glass, 65. When you had a Corsa, you couldn't get air conditioning. Let me turn on this flashlight here. Hang on. So yeah, somebody installed it just like the factory, everything, and it's got the telescopic wheel. Like I say, it's got some rust on the dash. It's got the clock. The manifold pressure gauge is there. Tach works. I'm not sure if the radio works or which one that is. But yeah, I went through the car. It's got all the factory copper lines that run above and below the floor panel. The floor pans were replaced. All this rubber, somebody went through and replaced it already, maybe a couple years ago. The inside rubber and on the passenger door, the fuzzies are new. But check this out. The vent windows, all that rubber has been properly reworked. And none of the glass has that, where it splits inside. But I got a question. Well, here, let's look at the engine first. See, they put, it was a 65. And I don't know if you can see this with the flashlight, but they put the 66 unit. In 65, you couldn't get the 65 air with the Corsa. So it was a 180 turbo, as you can see here. See the cutout there where the exhaust went? And somebody, probably in Texas, didn't like they wanted the the turbos weren't so reliable. It's late, I'm tired, sorry. And so I imagine they just wanted AC, and so the 140 swap was the way to go. And it does have the right RB, high performance engine. Looks like it needs a harmonic balancer. Yeah, it threw a belt. The guy had the wrong, too big of a belt. I've got a new one here, but the alternator bearings are bad. They put a fuel pump in the back. It should go up front. And it's just kind of a big mess. The secondaries are kind of locked up. It does run, but like I say, the linkage through the tunnel pan. The second owner, or this last owner, he parked it under a tree, and you can see mice had just recently got into this thing. So I'm going to vacuum all this up, take the shrouds off, inspect it. Can't wait to see what differential it has. Speaking of that, hopefully it's got a bolted flywheel. That would be a real treat. Remember the Dale bolted flywheels? This is the first Corvair that I've ever bought that has damper doors that are closed and working. It's got the nice oil pan on there. It's got the standard. Oh, check this out. It even came with a rear antenna. I don't see those too much. But yeah, there's the tinted glass. Here's the biggest problem with the car as far as the rust that you can see. I know the 65s and up, the windshield problem area, which this car does have, but is this normal? Is this, what, is there a lead that's supposed to be in there or what? So, yep, obviously a trip to the body shop is going to be in order. The other side, you don't see that at all. So I'm wondering if there's a seam there or what. But anyway, overall, it's an excellent condition for a project. We can look in the trunk real quick here. I was just looking underneath that floor. So they cut a cutout and then screwed in some sheet metal as if maybe there was a condenser there before. But it's got the bracket for the spare tire. I thought that the Corsa 180 would have had the spare tire in the trunk. If you know if that's so or not, let me know. This was North Texas Corvair Association, maybe 15, 20 years ago, because the owner that I bought this from, he had no idea. I did get a really good price on this car though, so because I didn't need another one, but when I saw the price and he cut it down more, he said, because you're a Corvair guy, I'm going to reduce the price, because he had a couple people bugging him that had no idea. They wanted to open the hood to look at the engine. He just told them to leave. He said, nope, I'm not selling the car to you. He got tired of that. He just... but anyway, it needs a lot of work. The interior, although it's all together, it's got that mold and moisture and all that garbage, so I'm going to have to pull it all out. I shouldn't even probably get in there. Yeah, they pulled the headliner out. He gave me a brand new headliner in the box. But before the headliner can go in, it does need a lot of work. So anyway, all the AC parts are installed and everything. Let me shut this door. Nice firm door. So there you have it. 65 Corvair Corsa. And subscribe to my channel. We're going to I got two Corvairs. I got the 50, or I'm sorry, I'm tired, you can tell. I've got the 500 sedan, the 66 500. I'm making that a real performing, a good, dependable street car. Urethane bushings. It's got powerful 110. I'm having the heads modified, all sorts of stuff. But just a plain Jane interior. I got my 69 Datsun, which was the first one I bought. Now I finally got to get to that. And that about sums it up. Oh, you got to meet this cat. He is the coolest cat. Rescued him from freezing outside. Hey there, how you doing? Let me turn off that light. I haven't named him yet. Come here. Oh, he doesn't like the light. Here, kitty. Well, hello. See? Oh, he didn't know what the camera was. Isn't he the coolest thing? Hello, kitty. Kitty cat. There you go. So he was outside freezing, and we've been bringing him in every night. He ran in the door tonight because he's got his food and water and all that. So haven't given him a name yet, but yeah, he's a big cat. You can tell he's been catching mice and everything. Kitty, kitty, kitty. So anyhow, there's the story on the Corvair, the 65 Corsa, and thanks again for watching.